Alright, it's May the 21st. I ordered these parts on May the 2nd and they finally got here. I've got a governor compensating spring and a governor compensating anchor plate. So I'm going to get these mounted and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, there's the spring and the anchor mounted. We'll go get the key and we'll start this thing up and see if it makes a difference. Like I said, the tractor ran fine without it, but it was missing these pieces, so I thought I'd put them on. We'll see what it does. Alright, I've got everything hooked up on the throttle. As you can see, everything works like it's supposed to there. And you hear it clicking. Before it was all flat. Well, let's fire this thing up and go take it for a ride. See what it'll do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to start it with one hand. No, I'm going to need a little choke. And let's see if I can set this here. Take a ride. Got to turn the gas on. Where you at? There we go. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, maybe we get somewhere now. Got a really bad washout down here. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to get that fixed. Need to do a little more tune-up on the carburetor. I may run out of battery before this rides over. think right here the other day by this little pool. Run up under the rocks over there. Believe it or not, this used to be a field when I was a kid. The road got washed out and Grandpa never came back here again. All these trees have grown up in probably the last 30, 35, 40 years. But he used to plant oats back here for the farm. My cousin's got a 300-acre farm up the road. That's where my grandfather grew up. And they used to cut oats and hay off this farm here. Got a big old gully down on this side, big ravine. But all of this was a field at one time. That's probably about a 50-foot drop off this bluff right here. There wasn't I think there was only one tree back here when I was a kid, and that's a big old, I can't even remember what it's, a hemlock. There's a big old hemlock back here, probably the biggest one on the property. There also used to be a great big old giant boulder back here about the size of a VW Volkswagen. And I don't know what happened to it. I guess they finally got it moved off off the field. I don't know if they rolled it off the bluff or what. That right there is probably the biggest hemlock on the property. I said that was the only tree that was here when I was a kid. The rest of these have grown up since. I put this road in last year when I first got up here. Need to come and bush hog it. My sisters have had, both of my sisters have Jeeps, and they've both driven their Jeeps up here. I've had my four-wheel drive Dodge pickup back here, but it's got kind of a long wheelbase, so it's a little rough coming up that hill because right at the top it's got a sharp angle. There's another bluff on this side that goes down to the creek. Tractor's still got a little bit of a mess. I don't know if that's the timing or the carburetor, so I have to mess with it a little more. This is the road that comes up the hill. Like I said, it used to go straight across, but they had a real bad flood one year and washed out the culvert. So I made this little trail up here to the side to come up the hill. So it works pretty good. A little rough coming down. I think I'm gonna have to work on these brakes on this tractor. I know one of them's bad. I've got about 5 or 6 trees back here that are down that I've got to cut. I can't get this as far as I can go back for now. Once I get these trees cut, I can go back to the back of the property. This is as far as I can go now. I've got 2 trees there, and I got 4 right over here, and then the creek runs over here on this side. I can't really go around that. I'll have to get those trees cut out so I can go through there. It's a big cherry tree. Got quite a few nice cherry trees out here. up the hill over here to the 2 back pastures. Pretty good bluff over here on this side. Maybe 20-25 foot on this side. My grandfather and my uncle cut this road. They cut this road over here too. These roads were cut in probably way before I was born. These roads have been here ever since I was a kid. This is the back pasture. I'm thinking it's probably about 3 acres, maybe a little more. My little sister's got her travel trailer out here. They come on the weekends and they spend their time down here. Nice and quiet back here. You're probably about a half mile from the road, but you don't really hear any traffic, and there's nothing else around me. For a couple of miles, it's all farmland and national or state game land, so it's nice and quiet back here. Nice little place for a picnic. There's another big hemlock tree. I said that's the back pasture. My brother-in-law built a nice little fire pit. He did that last weekend when they were here. When I got here last year, this field was full of goldenrods. I bush hogged it and getting some grass coming back. There's still some goldenrods in here. I don't know if doubt I'll cut this again until this fall. My little sister likes to have the goldenrods. I don't know why. I'd rather have the pasture with some nice grass in it. hope to get some fences up one day and have a few cows out here. This is the upper pasture. When I cut this field last summer, I had 4 deer walk out right here, walked across back that way, and they just stood there watching me while I was cutting. But you know, they're used to seeing farm equipment up here running all the time, so they see a tractor and they're not scared. They'll just stand right there. Like I said, this is the upper pasture. It's Alright, this is my hay field up here. This is a 3-acre field. Just about ready to cut, but I still haven't gotten a baler. My cousin's got one I could borrow, but I hate to borrow other people's stuff. So I'll probably end up having to use his. Well, that's pretty much the tour. Thank y'all for watching.